So these frames I bought from Dadont. Notice all the intricate cuts in this thing. This is the top. You've got this groove that runs down there. You got notches here. You got like that. Here is the sideboards. Okay. And here's the bottom. Got notches on this sides, and a groove runs right up the top like that. There's a lot of intricate woodcuts in these things. These are from Dadont. What I do, I glue them. Attach the top. These are made from white pine, I believe. Sometimes you have to kind of tap them down a little bit. I use my air nail gun to put a couple of nails in it. These are 1 3/4 brad nails I'm using. Okay, glue the bottom. Okay, there you have it, right? One would think that that was complete, but what I do now, I have 2 more steps. One is I'm going to put fishing line. I don't know if you can see there's holes in the ends. There's 4 holes on each side, on the sidebars. I run fishing line through there, and in the groove in the top, I'll actually put a strip of wood up here to act as a guide. And when I put that strip of wood in, I will use beeswax to secure it in. So that strip of wood up here, it gives the bees a guide to build straight comb. And also, they like the smell of the beeswax. It reminds them of home there. So, this is how I make my frames. So, putting in the jig together here for 10 frames. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I do my string frames. So you saw me build these a little while ago, and what I do is I just get some fishing line. This is just some stuff I had laying around. Pull out a little bit. And again, there's jigs and stuff you can get. Now, these frames, like I said before, they're from Dedant, and they've got 4 holes on each side. And these are tiny, tiny little holes, and my old eyes have a hard time seeing them sometimes. But I just bring them through each of the 4 holes. Like I said, sometimes even with glasses, this could be a little bit easier. Now, I actually like these Dedant frames pretty well. I've used a lot of man lake frames in the past, but one thing about it is the holes in the frame are very small. And so every now and then I'll find one where there's just a little bit of tear out over the hole. And so I just use like an ice pick to open it up a little bit so I can stick my little piece of fishing line through it. I don't know how much of this you can see on the camera. Sometimes this goes pretty quick and sometimes it takes me a long time. But it's handy doing this kind of work because I could have the TV on or the radio or something while I'm doing it. So, like a lot of bee work, it can be therapeutic. Then I'll wind it around a few times, 2, 3, 4, about 5. And now I'll do one more twist twist loop. Okay, so that's tied up. And now what I do, I brace it on the bottom. I get on my tack hammer. Okay. So that one is in. Now I just tighten it up a little bit. Okay. So, got these tight enough to be a little redneck banjo here. And once again, put my little nail in. Now while I'm holding it, there's a little bit of tension on it so it's tight. I do a twist loop tie. It's still fairly tight, could be tighter. Yeah, that's okay. Twist loop tie. Okay, wind it up a few times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then one more twist and tie. Okay, so now, I don't know if this is still in camera, but okay, that's pretty much it. Get some cutters, cut off the excess, and there's the excess on that side. So that's the next step there. Hopefully you can see that. But so when the bees grow that comb, when I pull out this frame, I can turn it this way, and it's not going to fall out if they don't have it attached all the way around. All right, I'm going to stop the camera and I'm going to do the rest of these. Okay, so for the third and final piece of how I'm making my frames the way I've always done it. So I built my frame and I've put my strings in it. Now what I do is I take like a little stick and I stick it in the groove here, and this is just to give the bees a straight edge for guidance. And then I just I don't know if you can see this, got my crock pot down here with some wax melting. Okay, I reckon what I'll do is paint some down in here first. Go. The bees like it. Try and keep it over the pot so any drips I get move back into my wax pot. Okay, now I've got a couple of these with the plasticell in it, and even though these come from the factory wax, get out of there, girl. You get suicide in here. What I do is I like to get a little roller and just roll some wax right on there, and that makes for a much higher rate of acceptance. I don't really like the plasticell, and I don't think the bees do either, but I keep some on hand because sometimes when you're starting out with a lot of frames that haven't been drawn out, it's real nice to have a few of these to throw in there just to help the bees put their combs straight. So that's why I do that. But most of my stuff is not the plasticell, but you'll find some in my hives. Hurry up and finish before these bees try and suicide in my hot wax here. So there you have it. This is the way I do my frames. I asked the bees, and they say they love it. They just flat out love the way we do those because they're more natural. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a great day. We'll see you soon.